Alright guys, welcome back to the garage. So today we're going to do some basic maintenance and a few little modifications on the truck. And to start, I'm going to use this old headlight restoration kit from Mother's and get some of the nasty off my headlights. Here, I'll show them to you guys. As you can see, the top of them here, like on the inside, is really discolored. The bottom's not bad. But same thing over here. This one almost seems worse. Top is pretty bad. The bottom isn't. I think you guys can see how cloudy that is. So we're going to get those polished up. I've got a few things to do inside the cab, and I've got a few things to do inside the camper. So let's get started. We're going to tape up around the bumpers. Maybe this will be enough. Drill. How's that battery look? That's good. One hand operations. That should be good. Alright. So this stuff just comes with some polish here. And I've used this before. And you stick this in a drill and just polish it with that stuff. It's got a rag in here, etc. So we'll just get after it. Start with that. Alright guys, that's about as far as I'm going to go with it. It isn't perfect. There's still some haziness up here, but it's pretty. These lights are actually pretty rough. But it did shine up the bottom a bit, so you can see that. Looks way better than that. This is pretty hazy up here. All the way around the top. It's like the same on both lights. Just right around here is really bad. This is good, but remember that. It's quite a bit better. And I'm almost out of this stuff, so I need to be able to use some on the other light. I'm gonna get that knocked out, and then we'll move in the cab of the truck. Alright, in the truck here, so the seat delete, guys. I'm gonna add a few tie down points down here. I picked these things up. I think we'll put 4 in the front and 4 in the back, and then I had these laying around in the garage, these like little random hook things. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put one on each side, over on the sides here, so you can like hang something down in that space. But yeah, these will be, I don't know, I'll since I've got 4 for the front and 4 for the back, I'll probably bring them in a few inches on each side and then space them evenly. And this is more so for if I have stuff stacked like this. If I hit a corner hard enough, this will come flying off this way or vice versa, because I'll usually have a cooler in here, and then sometimes I'll also have my crate of tackle stacked on top of it. So it would just be nice to be able to either throw a bungee or just a little cinch strap over the top of it so stuff doesn't go flying around. So we'll take these out of the package, we'll get them thrown in there. I've got some little screws here. I think these are 3/4. They should work appropriately to go through that and not have a bunch of screws sticking out on the bottom, since I do have a bunch of crap under there. Well, that's the middle there. I think I'm just going to go with 6 total. I think 6 total is going to be good. This is the middle point. You guys can see that. And then we're going to split the difference between that and probably the edge of this. Maybe stick that there. That way you can go over the middle of whatever you're doing. Pull this off. We're going to stick these about as far forward as we can on this side. Try and get them lined up about the same. Alright, we're going to throw a couple of these hooks in. I got those other things screwed in there. Just going to stick it up here. Try to kind of do it level with this probably, and we'll go like 3 inches in. That looks pretty good right there. Since we've got the fire extinguisher on this side, I'm just going to put this one down here. If you need to hang something on it, you can hang something on it. You know what I'm saying? There we go. If you needed to hang something on it, you could. Like a carabiner. You know, whatever you want to do with it. It's there if you need it. Alright, so I've got this done. All the tie downs are in here. I'm going to get my junk thrown back in here. And we'll go take care of the couple little things in the back of the truck. and should be about it. Alright guys, back of the truck. I ended up turning the truck around. So first thing I want to do is I have this piece of EMT conduit, and what I'm going to do is put it in the top of this thing here so it's not saggy, so it has something straight to hang off of instead of just kind of hanging off these hooks. It annoys me that it sags down in the middle of it like that when it should be straight. So I'm going to run that in there. There's like no pocket up here to stick it in. So what I'm going to do is then pop a few rivets underneath of it, and that should hold it up there on the top just fine. I've got a couple other things to do also. I think I'm going to just have to pull this thing down and probably do it on the tailgate. That's going to be the easiest way. Yeah, I'm just going to rivet right underneath here. Right there, I'm going to put a rivet through. I'm going to do a couple over here. And like in the middle here, since it can still move up and down, I'll do like one up top and one on the bottom. I don't know. I'm just going to throw a few rivets in the thing, pop a few holes and pop a few holes in it, and pop a few rivets in it one way or the other. It should work out well. I don't know how else I could do it, the way this is sewn together. Alright, we're through there. Let's stick a washer on. Try not to lose it because I've only got a couple of them. I think I've got like 8 of these. Hold that there. Try not to pinch our fingers too much. Let's see if we can make this work. There we go. It held the washer on the back there. That should not come out. And on this side, you just see that little rivet. So I'm going to slap the rest of these rivets in, and I'll show you guys when I'm done. Alright guys, we've got it finished up. It looks a lot better. This is incredibly annoying that this is not centered with these, and I didn't really notice it until I did that, but it's not a big deal. There's one rivet down there behind this. You can see it right there. I put one here, and then there's one right there. And it doesn't sag down anymore. So I think that looks quite a bit better. I'm gonna get this loaded back up, and then we'll keep going. All right, next up is this. So just like in the cab of the truck, I ended up picking up another fire extinguisher, and we're gonna toss this back here somewhere. I don't think I'm gonna mount the bracket. I'm kind of hoping it'll fit into that cup holder and just live right there, because most of the time all I do with that is stick a koozie in there so I know where it's at. I don't know if it's gonna fit in there or not, but it would be incredibly nice if it did. So it comes with a mounting bracket. This thing, like, there we go. If you want to use the bracket, it comes on and off like that. This folds down, and then this kind of wraps around the bottle and locks it. And you can just like quickly get it out of there or whatever. But just basic fire extinguisher, pull the pin, spray it. That's all there is to it. Well, do I want to leave it there? It's kind of ugly and in the way, but it fits. Definitely sucks having it there, let's be honest. But it's probably in a really appropriate location. My only other thought was to be like mount it there. So I could just stick it in a drawer, which is probably fine. But it'd be nice to just have it hanging out here somewhere. Right there wouldn't suck. But it would also be beneficial to have it accessible from the back end of the truck. you wouldn't have to crawl completely to the front of the bed to grab the fire extinguisher if you needed it while you were back. Like if you were outside and you needed a second one because the one in the truck died, I don't know. It should be mounted back in this area somewhere, or put back here. Because even in that cup holder, I wouldn't be able to grab it from back there. And if I'm in here, I can obviously grab anything in here. Alright guys, pardon the noise, somebody's doing something over there. So it took a bit of head scratching to figure out what I was going to do and how I was going to mount this thing. And I think I figured it out. So I've got this here, and I've got a bunch of Velcro, and this will Velcro onto the bed liner. So what I'm going to do is just wrap a few pieces of Velcro around it, get them fairly tight, I guess. Alright, so we've got 3 pieces of Velcro on here, and we can now stick this anywhere we want. I've got 2 different ideas. One is you could stick it right here. Boom. And it's not, I mean, it's not going to fall over. But you could still pull it up and out if you're in the truck with the tailgate closed. I thought about mounting it to this, but if you mounted this bracket in here sideways, you can't mount it up and down just because of the spacing. You just have enough room for in here, and if we mounted it in there sideways, you wouldn't be able to get the fire extinguisher out with the tailgate closed if you were inside. And that's half the reason to have it. So what I'm going to do for now, until I can think of anything better to do, if you guys have any better ideas, I'm going to stick it right there. So move all this junk out of the way. You guys can see where it's at, and it's stuck in there. It can't slide out either way. It's not going anywhere. But if I were to need it from out here, I could reach in and grab it and pull it out and use it. Same from the inside. I'm not worried about like ripping the carpet or anything. That's not going to happen with this. And it can just ride right here. And it's out of the way because like my cooler, it goes in far enough that the cooler hits the wheel well, so it's got to be out that far anyways. So you have this little space back here. A lot of times I'll throw like the paper towels on the floor back here if I don't want them up there. But I think for the time being that should work perfectly. And it's basically out of the way, yet still accessible, still easily accessible. I can reach in from back here to grab it, and I should be able to reach it if I'm inside the truck somewhere. And if I'm cooking back here and feel nervous, I can easily just pick this up and set it over there somewhere if I wanted to. But that's going to live there. That took me entirely too long to figure out. I sat here and just stared at everything for a while. Ideally, yes, right here would be a perfect place to mount it. Maybe I'll do it, but I'd really rather not drill through the topper shell. You know, if I RTV it or whatever, I can seal those little 2 screw holes up, but for now, we're gonna just run it right down there. I think it's a nice addition. Now we've got one more thing to do back here. This is really simple. So a lot of you guys might notice that when I get out of the truck, like if I've got the camera set up, getting an establishing shot, I'll walk back here and I'll open the tailgate, and if I have the camera behind me, you'll see me reach, or I'll open the glass, and then usually before I open the tailgate, I'll reach in and I'll put my mattress back on the bed, because half the time you go driving around, this thing slides around and it'll be usually dangling out like this, just on the end in the middle. Not a big problem by any means, it's just annoying. It's been annoying enough. And a lot of times when you're laying inside, like if you're leaning up, you'll move and the mattress will slide down or something. So I grabbed these little non-skid grippy pads from Wallo Marto, and I'm gonna stick this on top of the bed. There's 16 in here. I think I should probably be able to get away with using like 4 to 6 of these, and I hope that will keep this thing from sliding around every single time I drive the truck. Yeah, we're just gonna stick them. I mean, this is really smooth, and hopefully these will grip onto like the mattress or something and keep it from sliding everywhere. If not, it's not gonna hurt anything. I thought about just getting like sticky, or like sticky back, like what you would put on a skateboard deck or something. But we'll see if these work. Yeah, it shouldn't slide around on there. And I'm not terribly concerned exactly where these go on here. I think a little bit in. We'll go right here where the light is probably. I don't know if that's going to work or not. But I mean, it's a little less slidey. We'll test that out. I'm going to throw these in the drawer. Maybe I'll end up using more of them. Throw it in what has quickly become my junk drawer back there. I need to clean that thing. Okay, I think we're done back here. I think that's going to help a little bit. It's not quite as slidey. We'll see. I am fairly satisfied with that. This I'm really satisfied with, and I'm going to cut that pole down a little bit more. A little metal piece is sticking out a ways, but it's not in the way. But I'm satisfied with that. That helped quite a bit. Need to grab something out of the toolbox here quick. Razor blades. I forgot something in the cab of the truck, and it's probably really hot in there. That's half the reason I turned it around. Alright. I've accumulated too many stickers. The only one that's current is this one right here, but I've got 5 on this side, 4 that are useless, and none of those are good anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and pull all that crap off, leave that one on there, and I need to clean the inside of the windshield. But you guys don't need to see me scraping stickers off the front of the truck, but I am gonna do that before I'm done today. And tires. So my tires are getting pretty well shot. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't have a whole ton of tread left in there. They're not terrible, but I should probably swap them out before the winter. This one's a little bit worse, and they're getting a little cracked. I can't remember how long I've had these on here, but it's been a while. This one, yeah, right in the middle. I mean, there ain't much left in there. So I need to get some new tires, but I also would like to get some new wheels because I feel like I should just put bigger flares on here that come up a little higher, and hopefully I can cover that rust up. But if it's bigger, that means that it's going to be wider, and I'm pretty much flush as it is in the back anyways. So if you guys have any suggestions on tires, these are Nito Ridge Grapplers. I'd probably stay with an all-terrain. More than likely I'm going to go back to this Ridge Grappler, but go up to a 35 by 1250. These are 295 7018s. It's hot out here. Yeah, I'd like to go up to a full 35 1250 on probably a 9 wide or 10 wide wheel, and stay with an 18 though. So yeah, if you guys have wheel recommendations or tire recommendations that are wheels that aren't terribly expensive, I might go for a set of Methods, but I doubt it. But I don't know. I don't really want to go any wider, but I guess I need to look to see what the cost of a replacement bed would be versus new. If I put a replacement bed on there, I don't need to go any wider. I'd probably then pull the flares off if I could get away with it. If not, they can stay on, and then I could stay with this wheel setup, and I'm satisfied with it. But if I put a wider flare on there, you got to put a wider wheel on, because in my opinion it just looks goofy. So yeah, if you guys have any recommendations on that. We didn't do a ton of stuff today, but we got some stuff fixed up. We got the headlights cleaned up. We put a fire extinguisher in the back. I'm going to pull those stickers off, and then I'm also going to grab some silverware. The headlights aren't great, but they look way better than they did. This one I think turned out better than this one, but it's still not bad. Could be worse. They cleaned up a lot. We also got the tie downs put in. You can see the one there. This is definitely a little far forward on this side, if you can even see it with my seat back as far as it is. but I can strap stuff down, and really where this would ride it at, that's pretty well centered. You do have one in the middle if you have something long in here, but there you go. You can strap things down in there, double stack and not lose things in turns. The stickers are all off. Everything is cleaned up there. Wipe the inside of the windshield down. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm getting ready to head out and do some camping, and you can't see me. And yeah, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna get this stuff taken care of, get this video edited quick, and then I'm gonna head out and do some camping. Stay tuned for the next adventure, guys. I'll see you in a bit.